Hello again everybody and welcome back to Fujit's Blitz, and it's the Aces Gallery for the 4th week of February, part 2, because you guys are just tearing up the battlefield. So without further ado, let's jump straight in it. And first off, we've got a good friend of mine, Cornish Dowell from the clan AFK. He's rolling out in the AMX AC46, the French Tier 8 TD on the EU server. Now, I'll be honest with you, this is a tricky tank to drive. It's not the easiest. Its armor is a bit weird. The gun is not bad. It's pretty. In fact, the gun is pretty good. Its average damage output isn't too bad either. But the thing that lets this tank down is the ears on the top of it. I mean, look at that observation sort of thing on the top of the turret. I mean, you've got the cupola on the right hand side and these massive sort of optics on the left, and you can pen both. That's the only thing that lets this down. Aside from that, this thing is rock solid, and as you can see here, the gun is pretty spectacular. But what on earth possessed the French to do the... Oh, and don't forget, there's a massive thing at the back of it as well. So if you miss the cupola and you miss the optics, you can get the big... I don't know what it is. It looks like an added-on phallic symbol. Who knows what it is? I mean, I don't know much about these French TVs in real life, so I'm assuming it's like a machine gun cupola or something. Either way, I mean, these things are like sticking out. It's massive, and you can pen them. Aside from that, as I say, I mean, mobility-wise, it's not too bad. The armor, apart from the things that stick out of everywhere, is not too bad. The gun is pretty neat. Okay, sometimes it doesn't pen, sometimes it bounces, but you know, that's like all tanks, to be fair. The aim time's not too bad. The reload is shy of 10 seconds. All in all, it's not a bad TD. But it does take some getting used to. It's not the easiest TD in its tier to drive, especially when you've got that one there, which is by far a much better TD, and by far the best TD in the tier. However, Cornish Dowell dispatches it. What more do you want? The AMX AC, I mean, as you can see, look, it will bounce. I mean, he's bounced 300 there, and that's a formidable target. Okay, he struggles to pen, but then again, most things struggle to pen a VK, if we're being honest with each other. But as I said, the thing that lets this tank down is the optics and the cupolas. I mean, they're just massive. But you see there, look, it's got a decent gun. It will dish out quite a lot of damage. This one's a mixed bag for me. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, Cornish Dowell's absolutely flooring it in this thing. I mean, he's already done 2,200 damage. He's bounced 710. He's taken 2 kills. This is going to be kill number 3. What more do you want? Well, this one is, you know, one of those tanks that you either love it or you hate it, to be honest with you. Some people don't get on with it. Some people do. You know, most people have got to grind it anyway. And as you can see, you know, 500 damage output there into that VK 100. That's a good roll. And mobility-wise, look at this. Look at this. I mean, how many times do you see a tier 9 a tier 8 TD trying to Circle of Death a heavy? Well, not many. That is a fantastic game. 3,000 damage. Well-deserved mastery. 4 kills. Awesome, good friend Cornish Dowell at AFK. Thank you for kindly sharing that replay. Next up, we have one of the regulars, Harrier 77 from 49 Div, driving out in a tank that, well, take this tank away, Harrier will be very disappointed. It's the KV-2, the Russian Tier 6 heavy, again on the EU server. And this is a tank that Harrier loves. Why? Well, for lots of reasons, mainly because of the amount of pain and destruction you can dish out. Okay, that wasn't exactly the best example there in the little Cromwell who decided to YOLO. That really was called YOLOing, guys. No idea why he decided to rush through in front of a KV-2 and his friends. But this is why he loves it. I mean that's a big roll into that ARL. The ARL is now got to absolutely run away and lick his wounds if he knows what's good for him. I mean, he's down to just blowing his general direction. He's out the game. This is why lots of people love the KV2. However, don't misunderestimate the tank, guys. This is not an easy tank to drive. A lot of people think it is. It's just a point and shoot. When you've got a reload in, in 20 seconds, that's a big reload, and I feel so sorry for the poor little Nashorn who just got wiped out by a single shot of Harrier 77's HE in a KV2. This is why Harrier loves it. And now look, there's 2 KV2s. I mean, you just know when you're on the opposition team that you're going to have a tough time, especially if both the guys know how to drive them. I know for a fact that Harrier 77 certainly knows how to drive his KV2. As I was saying, this is not an easy tank to drive, funnily enough. The aim time and the reload time are really excessive. The armour is a bit pants. It's not the best. It's a KV1 chassis, effectively. But you're a tier higher than a KV1. And it's not that tough. You can still bounce things. I mean, we've already seen Harriers bounce over 300. But that's not the point. I mean, the point of this thing is, this is why everybody's starting thinking probably now, why don't they just rush him? Well, it's a KV2, guys. He has the ability to wipe them out as much as they've got the ability to wipe him out. It's a scary, scary time. You can't just go ahead and YOLO into a KV2 menacing. But you can wait for the KV2 menacing to YOLO into you. That was a low roll, but as you can see, both of them did low rolls. Normally, KV2s will wipe out KV2s with one shot. So that was pretty low roll from both sides there. Not to worry, Harry is just going to roll forward, cap out. It's 3 against 3. The game's not looking too bad here. Harry has done what? Over 16, just shy of 2,000 damage. Capped base. He knows that 2 more on the C cap. Oh, he's been spotted. It's not difficult to do when you've got a battleship turret on top of the tank chassis. So just hide behind this little crate here and hopefully somebody will spot them up so I can get shots in, says Harrier 77. Maybe not. Oh, Harrier spotted again. Oh, there they go. They're on the right. That's not fair, is it? You're flanked. So Harrier's down to what? 70 odd hit points. He's literally blow at him and he's gone. Oh, hello, Hellcats. Then what are you doing down there? Harrier's saying, oh, no point. I've got no gun depression. I don't know. Oh, I have got a little bit if I angle it over the back. And if he decides to pop out, I'll pop him. Come on, come on. Bye-bye. Poor Hellcat. I mean, I'm sure he didn't expect that. I mean, this is why you gotta hate the KV2 if you're up against them. Look at the gun elevation. No, Harrier says I can't get the gun up further enough. Oh, if I roll back, it's 1-on-1. T-34-85, which, in fairness, can be rolled in one shot by a KV2. So, how's this one going to play out? Oh, well, it's going to play out with him doing a YOLO and having one shot rolled into him from a KV2. Oh, that's how you play it. 3,473 damage, a well-deserved mastery. And I'd like to thank my friend Harrier7749 Div for kindly sharing that with us. Next up, we got CLANCOLONEX of the Clan Chop 2, rolling out in the T-34-85 Rudy, the Russian Tier 7 medium tank. It's a premium tank, and it was recently on sale, I say recently, for Black Friday. If you manage to get your paws on this thing, wise choice. Because this is basically a T-34 on steroids. This thing is crazy nuts. It really, really is. I love this tank. I mean, I love most of the variants of the T-34, although I'm not too keen on the Type 34 at the moment. The thing about this tank is, okay, it's a tier higher than its counterpart in the tech tree. However, this thing is mad. I mean, it has got an amazing gun. It's got a great turn of speed. And it's got really trolly armor. This thing is borderline OP. I did a review on this, and if you click the right at the top, you'll see that I did a review on this for the Black Friday. And I've always said this is basically a T-34 on steroids. I mean, this is the Rambo of T-34s. There's no shadow of doubt in my mind. It is absolutely mad. And the thing about it is, this is actually from a Polish sort of TV show from the old Soviet Union times. And a lot of people in the old sort of former communist countries know this TV show if you're of that age. And you know, it makes me wonder why the Rudy T-34 is so rock solid. Oh, that was a bit of a wayward shot though, CLANCOLONELX. Don't know what you were aiming at there. Maybe you saw something that nobody else did. Good fun. But as you can see here, I mean, he's not. Oh, he's suddenly decided to up the ante with the damage. He's taken a kill. He's bounced 300. He's dished out 600, and now he's having a good old bash at that KV-1S. It's just over 1,000 damage now. This is not bad, but you probably sat there thinking, yeah, but this is nothing for the tier. Well, that's true, but the game is young. There's only 2 tanks dead. Maybe the KV-1S sticks his nose out a bit for, there'll be 3 tanks dead. Who knows? The thing about this tank is, it's unlike the other T-34. Oh, hello, AMX. Ooh, that's a nice roll. 192 into the front of an AMX. You've got to love it. Oh, and the KV-2 on CLANCOLONELX's team is deaded. Hello, IS. Boom, stick 200 into you, mate. What about any more? Oh, you got behind the rock. Okay, the reload's a little bit longer than its tech tree counterpart, but not much. I mean, it's still on a next to nothing reload. You're dishing out a lot more damage. Well, you're not really. It's the same damage. It's just this thing's just hard. I mean, it really is rock solid. You know, I mean, this really is the Rambo of T-34s, in my opinion. I mean, I love this tank. I think if you like T-34s and its variants, this is the one for you guys. Oh, underneath the AMX. Don't see that very often. Bit of a wayward shot, but then again, it is a Russian gun, and Russian guns do fire wayward shots. Not on occasion, quite regularly, unfortunately. Now it's 3 against 4. Pretty tough position for CLANCOLONELX here. He's got the AMX there giving him a hard time. CLANCOLONELX hasn't lost any hit points yet. I mean, he's got an advantage in that respect. Hello, Ram, shoot, Ram. I mean, bounce. Everything's going on. Modules damage, another Ram. Another shot, and he's gone. Goodbye, AMX, finally. But that's the AMX 1375. That's a pretty titty tank. Hello, IS. Remember me? Oh, God. RNG, what happened there? I mean, that went into the tracks. I mean, that looked like it was a flat side-on shot, and it goes straight into the tracks. It's now 3 against 3. So the odds have evened up slightly. And it's looking good. I mean, CLANCOLONELX now, however, has lost a few hit points, but nothing to really give him major concerns. Oh, hello, SU. Yeah, let's get 214 into the side of the SU. Hello, SU. Stay there, please. Yes, track you, engine fire you, and a bit more. Yes, what a great shot. There is kill number 3. Now, 2 left to go, and there they are, down in the dip. Interesting. What's CLANCOLONELX going to do here? What's he got? Oh, hello, IS. Remember me? I'm still around, and you're still around. How you've survived this long is beyond me. Let's have 217 into your turret this time. Maybe I can get him. Oh, no, 190. 3rd time's a charm, maybe? Maybe? Yes, and there goes the IS. Just 1 left. 3 against 1. 3,350 damage knocked out, 470 blocked, 4 kills. And there's the last tank. Oh, it's a Tiger. It's always going to be a Tiger 1. Is there a Tiger 1 or a Tiger P? It's always, always, always. But CLANCOLONELX is saying, oh, track him. Yeah, oh, no, let me have the kill, says CLANCOLONELX. 3,563 damage, 4 kills, should have been 5, 470 bounces. What a great game. And that's a really tricky tank to get an ace in, by the way. It's actually not that easy. Great game, CLANCOLONEX, and I'd like to thank you very much for kindly sharing that replay with us. Last but by no means least, Squeaky Bottom from the Clan Vides. He's rolling out on the T-34-85 Victory, the Russian Tier 6 medium, and again it's a premium tank, again on the EU server. Now, it's pretty similar to the Rudy, but it's not. I mean, as I said, the Rudy is the tank on steroids. This is the tank that everybody sort of forgot about. It's not as formidable. I mean, the armor's a bit, the gun's a bit, the mobility's a bit, It's not a really fantastic T-34 anymore. And to do well in this tank, well, you know, it's pretty tricky. This is not an easy tank to get to grips with. It really, really isn't. I know a lot of people have got this tank, and you know, it's a tough tank to drive, and hence the reason why Squeaky Bottom is being a bit sort of cagey here. Anyway, he's got his first kill, he's bounced 220, and he's knocked out just shy of 1,000 damage. That's not bad, especially in this tank. I mean, don't misunderstand me. It's a nice tank. It's just a really difficult tank to get to grips with. And getting a mastery in this thing isn't as simple as you would think. Well, I mean, like I said, it's not got the highest damage output in its tier. It's not bad, it's average. So, you know, you're struggling to knock out big shots. It's not got the best armor. Okay, Squeaky Bottom has bounced 225, but that's really nothing to write home about. And it's not got the best mobility. It's a mediocre tank. I'll be honest. Well, I think it is. I mean, I used to love this tank, but I struggle in this tank because it's not like the other T-34-80. It's certainly not like its tech tree counterpart, which is by far more superior than this. I mean, this went on sale a long time ago when it first came out to celebrate the victory parade for World War II, hence the reason why it's called the T-34-85 Victory. And that's really good gameplay there against the Tankenstein. 431 damage now, but again, it's only 431 damage. He's got 2 kills for that. Now he's knocking it up to 600 damage. He's giving the good old VK over there a hard time. Yeah, gonna knock another 185 out of him. As you can see, I mean, these are high rolls. These aren't medium rolls. They're high rolls for this thing. Shy of 1,000 damage now, bounce 300. Oh, are you going to present? Yes, you are. I can take you out. Nicely done indeed. Goodbye, Hellcat. So, I mean, he's now on kill number 4. There's 2 left, and it's 2 against 2. He's not even done 1,000 damage yet. Well, but this is still a really good roll in this tank. 897 is a good roll. 385 bounces is also really pretty good in this thing. 4 kills? Well, okay, you can get 4 kills if they're all low hit pointers, but they weren't all low hit pointers, let's be honest here. So he's going over there to cap the base. He's trying to entice them out. He knows they're camping. One's coming over the hill, facing off against his teammate. The other one he's seen spotted up in the top corner, in the good old TD camping spot. Well, KV-1S has just been destroyed by a KV-2. So we know there's a KV-2 on half hit points up the hill. Oh, hello, Flat Panzer. How are you doing? Bounce, bounce. Interesting. Very rare that Flat Panzer bounces the T-34-85 nicely into the side. And look at this return. I mean, that's just beautiful. That is beautifully driven. There goes the Flat Panzer. Hello, KV-2. Now, if this victory sticks its nose out, that KV-2 is going to knock it into next week. I know that. You should know that. And Squeaky Bottom definitely knows that, which is why he's not doing it. What he's going to do, he's reset the camo. He's trying to get round to see where the KV-2 is. There he is. Hello. Put one into you. Back away. Get out of there, because if that KV-2 manages to get a shot on, he's gone. This is looking good. Camo has been reset yet again. Ooh, it's nervous. It's nail biting because it's like both of them are a one-shot now, interestingly. Oh, where are you, KB2? You're there somewhere. Oh, I know you're there somewhere. He's not going to show. What to do? Dilemma time. Do I stay here in hope for the best? Or, says Squeaky Bottom, do I make a dash for the hill? And for good measure, I'm just going to stick a blind shot in. Tempted. It's sort of a semi-dash. It's a semi-dash for the hill. Here we go. See if I can spot him on the way through. Oh, there he is, you little bugger. I know where you are now, and you were looking for me. That's a bold move, and it's one that may just pay off. It's a one-shot either way. The KV2 is looking. Squeaky Bottom is desperate to get this last shot in. Kill number 6 it would be. Oh no, it just doesn't. But the KV2's fired. Did the KV2 fire? It looked like the KV2 fired. Is it going to be in? Is this it? Yes, it is. There you go. HE for effect. What a fantastic game. 6 kills. Fantastic mastery in a tricky tank. I mean, that's just a brilliant game. Like all of the games this week, I'd like to thank Squeaky Bottom Advice for kindly sharing that replay, along with Cornish Dowl of AFK, Harrier77 of 49div, and CLANCOLONELX of Chop 2. Guys, without you, it wouldn't have been anything, and you really deserve these masteries. If you've got any great replays, send them to me. If you haven't yet, please press subscribe. By all means, comment and like. And until the next time, guys, stay safe out there, have fun on the battlefield, and happy tanking, because that's what it's all about. Having fun and being happy.